Everyone else treasures their wedding night. Has a value in his own world. This design really suits you. After having his fun, he finally shows some mercy and rips off the guy. Oh my god, the kid who used to cry behind him years ago. How did he turn out like this? That's right, this is a ridiculous and absurd transmigration story. Lu Shiyu came from a prestigious family and was gifted since childhood. His looks were stunning and he was called the most beautiful man in Tiny. At 17, he easily won the top scholar title. At 18, he was already a high court official. He was also a beloved teacher to both the crown prince and his own younger brother. Who in this world could be as perfect and excellent as him? But when luck runs out, even a cup of tea or a sip of water can kill you. The moment Lu Shiyu collapsed and lost consciousness, the urgent footsteps and familiar voices gradually faded. Who would believe it? He just died like that, out of nowhere. Heaven really is fair. People who are too perfect are bound to be envied. When he opened his eyes, the person in front of him had changed from a cute little kid to a handsome young man. He tried to speak but found his mouth was sealed. He tried to move but found his hands were tied. Someone yanked the chain around his neck hard, pulling him straight down to their feet. The man looked down. Are you awake now? Lu Shiyu's memory was still stuck on the moment of his death. Little did he know he had now transmigrated into his younger brother's body 7 years later. The man was now stroking his face with his large hand. Lu Shiyu's brain was completely fuzzy. Huh, why are you suddenly touching me? Where can you watch the rest of this amazing content? First, you need a PP. Open a PP and search for dark intentions in the search bar. The one that pops up is this comic. Without giving him time to think, the man's hand was already wrapped around his swan neck, then pushed him down onto the bed at lightning speed. Oh my god, that's way too rough. Do you think I wouldn't dare do anything to you? Pain seeped from his skin into his flesh. Lu Shiyu had to take a hard look at the person before him. This little punk not only grew up ugly, but his personality is totally messed up. Those warm memories floated through his mind. When happy, he'd cling to him and act. When sad, he'd hide and cry quietly. He always followed him around calling him. He used to be such a good kid. How did he turn out like this after growing up? Want to play something fun? The man had already ordered someone to bring pen. Before Lu Shiyu, the brush tip was already pressed against his neck, then moved all the way down, sweeping across his chest. This design really suits you perfect. He actually drew a turtle on him. Damn it, his grandchildren. How could he endure such humiliation? The next second, the man ripped off the gag. I'm giving you this imperial painting. You better treasure it. Lu Shiyu froze. Hearing him say, he realized the man had already taken the throne. He was over to the point. Back then, he used to hide behind him crying. And now he's already the emperor. Lu Shiyu was incredible. Truly worthy of being my student. The man was extremely. What nonsense are you talking about? What are you trying to pull now? The man woke up to find himself tied up by his own student. The next second, he was yanked around like a dog. Just as Lu Shiyu was about to be severely punished, an attendant reminded the man of urgent state affairs needing attention. Lu Shiyu thought, that was close. Hey, wait, don't go. Untie me first. Ha, you're so capable, aren't you? Figure it out yourself. Damn it, he really just left him there. Had no choice but to rely on himself. He rubbed against a pillar for 99 minutes. The next morning, Lu Shiyu woke up in his own bed. The two maids looked at their silent master nervously. What if he takes his anger out on them like before? So scary. The emperor sent people to bring him home. Since this is the Lu residence, go get him for me. Now the two maids were even more panicked. Young master, what are you talking about? You're right here in front of us. What the heck? They definitely weren't joking. Lu Shiyu rushed to look in the mirror. Sure enough though, he looked very similar to him. This face was indeed his younger brother Lu Ziyan's face. He quickly grabbed a maid and asked when Lu Shiyu died. Hearing that he had been dead for 7 years, he had to believe that he truly had been reborn into his younger brother Lu's body. This is too humble. Why is young master acting so weird today? Did the emperor torture him crazy? Lu Shiyu couldn't understand. Just how much does Song Joxing hate his younger brother? He kidnapped him to the palace to torture him. But he vaguely remembered something. Lu Ziyan had once drawn a turtle on Song Joxing's forehead. Is this his revenge? So after becoming emperor, he turned the table. And the first person he got with, the one getting revenge on now is me. The two maids thought their master was worried about being dragged to the palace again to be bullied. They immediately tried to comfort him. Young master, don't worry. The emperor probably won't have time to bother you later. He's busy selecting concubines. Sure enough, Lu Shiyu immediately came back to life. That's great. He went through all the noble women around his age. This one's not bad, that one's not bad either. But then the little maid's words hit him like a ton of bricks. What did you say? I said the emperor is selecting male concubines. Where can you watch the rest of this amazing comment? First, you need a PP. Open a PP and search for dark intentions in the search bar. The one that pops up is this comment. The man was incredibly bold. He actually set his sights on the current emperor. He's willing to threaten death itself just to join the male concubine. Was furious, running straight into. Where's your brain? What's your point of having you? Just now, all the family elders were summoned to the ancestral hall. Lu Shiyu knelt on the ground cautiously. I can't believe what my ears are hearing. What did you say you want to do? Say it again. Lu Shiyu actually dared to say it again. I want to enter the palace for the concubine selection. As expected, a teacup flew straight at him. Mother started wiping away. My poor son. Since your brother Pa. The emperor bullies you every other day in new ways. Your brain already doesn't work well. Your body's weak. How can you endure this torture? Mother got more and more worked up. If your brother spirit saw you like this, how heartbroken would he be? Lu Shiyu had no memory of what his brother went through before. This body wasn't his to begin with. But he still didn't believe Song Joxing could be that kind of person. So he had to enter the palace. He was determined to become this male concubine. You don't need your brain, donate it to me. You're lucky he hasn't killed you yet. It's still rushing to find. See if it doesn't kill you. He's going all in. A few lies to reach his goal won't hurt. Boyle publicly announced he loved Song Joxing desperately. If you don't let me go, I won't let. What a death threat. Everyone was immediately speechless and task-weighted. At the same time, and had secretly sent people to investigate. Your Majesty, should we stop them? No need. If they want to see a debauched, unambitious emperor, how can we disappoint them? After the announcement went public, quite a few men signed up. Doesn't matter, he's just playing around anyway. He just thinks selecting male concubines is more interesting. Just then, an attendant presented the fresh list of candidates. The first name he saw was a familiar one. Lucy. Yeshu was so shocked tea went from his throat into his nose. Song Jiaoxing also found it unbelievable. After being tortured by him like that, he still dares to join the selection. Does he have masochistic tendencies? Young Master Lu not only had a huge figure family, but he threatened death. Things just got more interesting. Find that man to the palace. Curious how he's going to show his love for me. In the blink of an eye, selection day arrived. Lu Shiyu looked in the mirror the whole way and couldn't put it down. This incredibly handsome face looked exactly like him. All dressed up like this, his confidence was through the roof. A mere concubine could have stumped him, ha! And where can you watch the rest of this amazing comment? First, you need a PP. Open a PP and search for dark intentions in the search bar. The one that pops up is this comment. The man entered the palace decked out with a syllable for the selection. At first glance, it was all dot. Big eyes, weird face. Each one looked more questionable than the last. Lu Shiyu secretly gloated, his lips curling up. Good, very good. Looks like this is in the bag. Next up, son of the director of the Imperial Magic, Shen Ye. Under the light, a devastatingly beautiful pink-haired man gracefully approached. This guy seemed to have his own special effects. The kind that blinds everyone on entrance. Damn it, where'd he come from? Wait, this guy's background and looks are both outstanding. Why would he be willing to become the male concubine? Unluckily, Lu Shiyu got nervous and accidentally stepped on someone's robe. Pink Beauty had just made his perfect entrance and immediately face-planted. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to. Pink Beauty shot him a vicious glare. No one believes that you did it on purpose. Where can you watch the rest of this amazing comment? First, you need a PP. Open a PP and search for dark intentions in the search bar. The one that pops up is this comment. First step of the screen, checking if looks pass. Lu Shiyu's face was pinched so much it was about to swell. Is it necessary to check this thoroughly? Of course. If we don't look carefully, what if someone ugly scares his majesty? Truly, it looks base. This round eliminated a ton of people. Next step is checking physique. You all, take off all your clothes. What? In front of all these people? Isn't this a bit too open? The big guy went first. The examiner glanced and couldn't bear to look. You fail. That thing's too big. Can't have it hurting his majesty. At those words, Lu Shiyu's brain automatically conjured up that obscene image. No, absolutely not. The student he worked so hard to raise. Did he allow him to be treated this way? Next was Pink Beauty's turn. Every movement was elegant and graceful. Who wouldn't praise this perfection? Your whole image came again. Are you satisfied? This won't work either. How can he be with a man? He doesn't. Next, Lu Shiyu was about to resign himself when someone suddenly whispered to the examiner. Wait, Lu Ziyan, right? You don't need to be examined here. What does that mean? A dagger gently flicked open the last box. He was actually going to be personally inspected by the doll. This man was extreme. 1 second, he's shamelessly teasing and toying. The next, he's furious and ready to strangle someone. Just now, Lu Shiyu was called into a private room by the Dog Emperor for inspection. The man was currently holding a dagger, playing with it with interest. Are you surprised to see me? I'm personally here to take care of you. Lu Shiyu felt a chill run through him. The atmosphere felt weird. Begin, you can strip now. Lu Shiyu reflexively hugged his body and backed away repeatedly. What? I heard you love me desperately. Oh my god, that was just an excuse he made up to get into the palace. How did it reach his ears? Your Majesty, that's not true. He must have heard wrong. Oh really, deceiving the Emperor means execution. Are you sure you don't want to reconsider your answer? Damn it. With the blade to his neck, he had no choice but to give. I've thought it through. I adore your Majesty. I'll have nothing but love. Before, you said you wanted to kill me. Now you're here for the selection saying you adore me. You like pretending, don't you? Let's see how long you can keep it up. Song Jiaoxing used the dagger to undo the buttons. A mocking sneer. He wanted to see how sincere this man who always looked down on him could be. How much sincerity? If you want to be my male, you better be prepared. Lu Shiyu was truly furious. This is absolute. Song Jiaoxing, did you throw all your learning out the window? The Emperor of a nation. Obsessed with men. What does that look like? The young wolf looked at that face and expression so identical to his teacher's. It immediately shut him up. If not for his teacher's sake, he would never have let Lu Ziyan live until now. Just then, an attendant came to report the results of the second round. Otherwise, he might actually have been strangled to death. Now, you can get lost. After the first 2 rounds of screening, but those who remained all had some ability. Lu Shiyu firmly believed he could pull Song Jiaoxing back to the right path, so he couldn't back down no matter what. Pink Beauty's first impression of Lu Shiyu was bad. Seeing all the past the preliminary selection after this, but it didn't matter. No one was